time, they were very popular, right? You know, you had Resistance, which had 2 or 3 games. You had Infamous, which had 2 very successful games and spin-offs and 1 not so successful but still decent game. Killzone, that did really well. Remember Killzone? Yeah, there was like 3 or 4 really popular PS5 franchises that were like their big things. And now for some bizarre reason, they dropped them all. I don't know. Maybe that's why they don't have so many console exclusives anymore. They just gave up on a lot of the franchises that were popular back then for some reason. I don't know why. Mr. Singh, I do not listen to detractors. No worries. Beaver Bother, thanks for $1 tip. No, I don't address anything below $1. So if you sent an 80-cent and 20-cent contribution, they're never going to get shouted out. You have to do $1 or more. That's always been the rule of thumb. And quite frankly, I thought very strongly about phasing out the dollar stuff because, you know, you get people who spam dollar tips that are just like insults and stuff, and then I ignore them anyway, so I don't know what the point is, right? Could we do a live Royal Rumble react for Smart Guys? No. You cannot do it without, you cannot show any footage or whatever. Plus, it would be way too bloated. Royal Rumble's going to be, what, like 3+ hours? No, that's ridiculous. We'll definitely do a Smart Guys episode recapping it, but we're not going to be doing a live react. That's too much time investment. Although, if Ashton were here right now, I'm sure what he would say is, well, if you pay for it, if you support the show enough to warrant us spending that much time on doing a live react, then pay a lot of money for it and we'll have it. We'll do it. That's, of course, that would always be his reaction. I'll give you what you want, but you got to pay for it, right? So don't just take my word for it. I would say you want a better answer, ask that question during Smart Guys, all right? And then we'll answer together. There you go. It definitely shouldn't be me just answering these questions. It is a 50-50 show between us, so. A lot of people are saying I should do between $3 to $5 minimum for shoutouts. I shouldn't be shouting out anything at $1 level because it's usually detractors anyway. That's what a lot of people are saying right now in chat. What do you guys think? Should we do that? Should we make it that there's a limit that I only shout out things that are like $5 or more? Or, okay, we can't do that because 420 tips. Remember, 420 tips have a special animation. Maybe 420 or higher. Maybe that's what it should be. I will shout out anything for, I'll do a verbal name shout out, but not read a message for anything below 420. But if you want to get a message read and addressed and responded to, it's 420 or higher. We could do that. $3? Some people are saying $3. $3 is fair. Vitas Savitas thinks $1 should be shouted out. I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to always name shout out stuff. As long as it's not a stupid name, I would do a name shout out anyway. But I've definitely noticed, if you take a look, all these tips coming, oh, $1. And it's always like the most ridiculous thing that, you know, we're wasting time on. It's never anything worthwhile. No, I do not smoke weed. What will the next event stream be? I just announced, I just said, when we hit 100, when we hit goals of 100, it's going to be the premiere of Viewer's Choice. Probably what will happen is when we're reaching around 90 goals hit, we'll start with a nominations process of what game you guys would like to see as the Viewer's Choice and like a poll. And once we determine that, then when we hit 100, we'll do a marathon day where that whole day I just play the game. It's the beginning of that playthrough. So it'll be a good, 6+ hours of gameplay of that game to get the playthrough like jump started. And then that's it. And then the next themed marathon will be at the next 50 goals, right? Just like how we just did the Mega Man Rageathon. Well, the next themed marathon will be after the next 50, see?